guys, it's Jasmine and welcome back to another video. Today we will be doing a what's on my iPad video. These apps are mainly productivity and editing. The first app I will be showing you guys is Excel. I use this a lot for work to make the work schedules, but I do know a lot of you guys don't really have to make a work schedule. So here is an example of my physics lab that I used a couple semesters back. The next app I will be showing you guys is Google Docs, and this is pretty straightforward. It has all of the essays and anything essential that I need for work. Here's just a rubric that I copied and pasted onto a document, and I really love the multitasking feature on the iPad because as I'm looking at the syllabus, I can also look at the calendar to see what days I need for those due dates. Next app I will be showing you guys is Google Calendar, and this is way better than what comes on the actual iPad. I love how you can choose the colors for each event. In this case, all of my work shifts are in green, and since I don't have school right now, I'm just going to show you my previous semester. Here my OChem classes were in blue and my shifts were still in green, and other classes were in purple. The next app that I will be showing is GoodNotes 5, and this is pretty essential for note-taking, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard about it. Here I'm just showing a monthly custom layout that I made along with birthdays and other essential dates. And here is just a sample of some note-taking that I will be doing next quarter for my university. I'll be taking OChem, so this is just a rough, detailed sketch of how my note-taking will go next quarter. The next app I will be showing you guys is Forest, and this is a very helpful app to help you guys stay focused. Essentially, you can just choose whatever time you want to stay focused for, and if you ever exit out of the app or open another app on top of it, your tree will die, and that is what will make you stay motivated to not kill your tree. The next app I will be showing you guys is Cam Scanner, and this is super essential right now for online classes. You can take a photo of anything that you need. In this case, it's my chem homework that I had to submit last semester. And you just scan the notes and it'll create it into a PDF. There's a zoom feature to help you get precise on the corners and has different effects for your liking. You can also easily rename them so that you can be more organized with the PDFs that you scan. The next app that I'll be showing is Procreate, and everybody knows this app. This is helpful for me to create my thumbnails or just doodle in general. Next app that I will be showing is Adobe Photoshop, and it's not as good as the one on the laptop, but I still think it's good for basic needs. This is just an old thumbnail from my iPad Pro unboxing, and as you can see here, I'm just showing you guys the basic things that you can do, like moving text and all that kind of stuff. The next app I will be showing you guys is Snapseed, and this is a really great alternative to Adobe Photoshop. Although it doesn't have many of the good features that Photoshop does have, I think it's a really good app to have on the iPad. As you can see here, I'm using the expand tool. I'm just showing you guys how I made my lock screen. It's not as precise as if you were to do this on the Photoshop app, but I still think it's just a really good, easy way to do some quick editing. The next app I will be showing you guys is Lumafusion, and this is a video editing software. I haven't personally used this to edit any of the videos on my channel right now, but I do plan on making videos in the future with this. This is about $30 on the App Store, and even though it's a bit pricey, I do think it's a really great professional editing software to have on the iPad if you can't afford something like Final Cut Pro or Adobe Premiere Pro. This next one is called Fonto, and it's a really great app if you just want to add text on pictures. I feel like this is much easier to use than if you were to add text on Photoshop. You can easily change the font and change the size of it. You can also change the curves and the kerning and the position. You can even add strokes and drop shadows, and even change the amount of blur as well as the axes of the drop shadows. This next app is called Superimpose, and again, this is another great Photoshop alternative. I like using this if you need to use like a magic wand tool or something, or just add a photo on top of another photo. Here is this beautiful photo of Tay that I will be applying on the foreground. As you can see, I'm repositioning it and adjusting the lock, and I can basically move it around, and I'm not going to do a tutorial about this, but you can see here that you can manipulate it a lot, just like in Photoshop. The next app is the most basic app, and it's VSCO. This is pretty self-explanatory as well. I just like using some of the basic filters sometimes for thumbnails or my Instagram posts. To more relaxing apps, here we have HBO Max. I personally have been using this more than Netflix just because it has a lot more newer movies, just like Birds of Prey, as you can see, and John Wick 3, and even the classic movies like The Dark Knight. My favorite is that they have the Studio Ghibli movies. I've only watched 3, and I'm sorry if it's Ghibli, I'm not quite sure, but they do have all of the movies there, so that's great to binge watch too. Last app will be WeHearted. This is more of an app to search for photos. I'm just showing you that I'm searching for BTS photos, and this is actually where I got the photo for my lock screen. It's really useful if you want to find certain photos for your aesthetic or anything that you need. These are the most frequently used apps on my iPad. Please let me know if you'd like to see any tutorials on an app I mentioned, like Procreate or Lumafusion. Please like and subscribe and comment, and thanks so much for watching. Bye!